Hey, I'm actually Ireland. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you clicked on this video, it was probably because it has like some cool jazzy title like Sculpt, Dice Tower, Sculpt, super cool and badass. We'll see if that's what it looks like. It's my dad's birthday in a couple weeks, and he recently got back into playing tabletop games with his friends, and it's kind of a big birthday, so I wanted to do something pretty nice for him. But anyway, so he's playing these tabletop games. He's got dice, probably. So I'm building him a dice tower. So the concept for this dice tower is based off of his character, which is a demon, essentially. And so I wanted to make it kind of cool, kind of metal. And so my first thought was like, oh, what if I did like a volcano or something? Cause like, you know, fire and brimstone, demon, that's essentially a volcano. But then I was like, well, that's gonna be kind of weird to carry. That might not look cool, that might not come across, that might be too much work. So instead I decided to do a skull. Hopefully you guys can see this. If this is a little bit too hard to see as far as like sketches go, I'll do some like movie magic, so like not cooler. The plan is to create this skull, but just open skull with a jaw that's kind of like unhinged coming out, and then a gap in between the teeth for the dice to roll out of. And in the top of the skull is gonna be maybe like some wooden dowels. We'll see how it goes. My dad is pretty cool, and he's got a cool ass demon, so he deserves a cool ass dice tower. Happy birthday. Y'all, we're done. I am so excited for this final product. I'm really proud of myself. This was crazy fun to make. And here's the final product. Here's what it looks like. Fuck yeah. So, final thoughts. Other than all of the other thoughts that I just had, these ones are the final ones. If I were to do anything different, I think I would try to find a better way to make these rocks stick on, because just straight up hot glue makes me nervous. But it's built up enough. When I roll dice into it, it doesn't fall over, which is really cool. It rolls really smooth. I'm pretty happy with the paint, though I might have done it, there was a lot of extra steps that I did in the process that I didn't have to do if I just would have, started at the darkest base coat possible. Because there's a lot of, little extra work. I went back in with, black to, detail some of the lines, and some of that looked really cool and worked out really well. Also, with the red, part of it is because I accidentally had red on the brush and I, touched it, so that's, where this mark came up, so just maybe be more careful while I'm painting. Also, I was given the idea to maybe highlight it with little lighter reds, and you can't even see it. It makes no sense, and then it just kind of ended up being a little bit too much paint underneath. But it still looks really cool because I kind of wanted bleeding eyes to begin with, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. I was getting really ambitious, and I was like, hey, LED lights on the inside would be super dope. I agree. I took a step back in the right direction. But the color is really nice. I think that it came out really well. Maybe a little bit more paint on the rocks and less paint in between, because it does look a little bit cartoony in some spots, because the rocks were black. I didn't have to go back in to repaint it. I just wanted to make the cracks in between really stand out, and I should have been more stingy with the black paint with the rocks as far as that's concerned. But I do like all of the crevices that I have. Some of the lines are a little bit thick. That just comes from not having a small enough brush that I could have used. I'm so stoked to give this to my dad, and I still gotta wait 2 more days, which sucks. I've literally told my brother, my mom, I showed both of my roommates. I did a couple hints on Instagram, but not showing a whole bunch because I didn't, just in case. I told my aunt. I told some of my friends. I told a lot of people, pretty much everyone except for my dad. I also bought some dice for him that I'm hoping will show up today according to the tracker. It was supposed to be here yesterday, so they should be getting here before his birthday in a couple days. So if you want to see me make more stuff like this, like I said, a dice tower for myself would be really cool. I was also thinking of a dice tray. I think if I'm going to do anything next, if you see any other videos from me, it's probably going to be a dice tray, not to spoil anything. But I recently got into playing Vampire the Masquerade. We're starting the campaign up soon, and apparently it's all D10s, and I don't have a dice tray to roll all of these D10s, so I'm probably going to make a Vampire the Masquerade themed dice tray. So if that's something that you want to see, give this video a thumbs up, put it in the comments. If you share this video, that would be super cool. I know I don't have much on my channel right now. I'm hoping to remedy that, and hopefully you like what I have coming out, or what I have planned. This has been really fun, really happy with everything. Thank you for coming along, and